I destroyed my house for your entertainment. These are the best clips chosen by you. Let's see. All right, so this is in my daughter's bedroom. Always start with hammering a hole in the wall. This one's for a light bulb. But check this out. My daughters got to do this painting themselves. Usually, I'm the one doing the painting, but I thought, let's see if they can do it. A couple things on that. First of all, it's acrylic paint, so it was able to peel off their skin easily, but it was going to stain anything, so we had to throw it on a bed sheet. Last one. My daughters loved finger painting this every step of the way. It's the best nightlight could ever have. I've got attached to look at this thing. Battery pack. Oh, yep, hang on. And a clapper. Watch this. You can take apart a clapper, you can hook it in, but this looks awesome when you peel it off. There's cool texture to it, but my daughter uses this as her nightlight with a clapper. Watch. High five! Oh, look at that! They were a huge fan of that. Now, this is really destroying my house. These are my granite countertops. And check this out. You drill a hole, get some special tube from Home Depot. We're going to connect that tube to what? What are we going to connect the tube to? I will show you, but first, we need some Looney Tunes. Okay, so see if you can guess who this is going to be. This was actually a request from my daughters. We had some empty real estate underneath our kitchen countertop. And what do we put under there? Something that's going to do a crazy effect of smoke. Basically, a smoke machine. So check this out. There's the hole. And this is a smoke machine we had plugged in underneath. If you connect it to the tube, it's going to look like our favorite character's gun is smoking. You can see the bubbles were the hard one. That was the one where it was the bubbles would get caught on the counter. But also with this counter, Vaseline rubbing everywhere on the counter. Why? I promise there's a purpose to it. There's a reason. So this is my laptop. Actually, I'm watching on this laptop right now. The cool thing is about this, I thought, what if we were to take a classic Disney movie and take one frame of that and work it into the apple in the laptop? So take a look at this. These are the layered pieces of stencil. The black one's the last one, and that one's the hardest one to do. But now you get to see it's going to look like she's actually holding the apple that's on the back of the laptop. I know you're thinking, and the Vaseline
ruined your countertop with paint. No, it comes.
It's a crazy thing. The Vaseline actually holds all of that paint, and you can just wipe it off. That's why we put the Vaseline. But look at the painting.
That witch holding the apple.
It turned out really cool. I really love that. Now, this was an original idea I had. This is great. You don't have to wait for anything to dry because every layer of this painting is on a different piece of glass. It's hanging from a little swing set kit I had in my backyard for my kids. But what's so cool about this is the painting looks 3D.
Look at that.
Now, at this point, you can probably guess what character I'm doing, especially with that signature grin.
Easy. All coalesce.
The hardest part was getting the exact right amount of chain, but check it out, right?
Second layer right there. Now, it's not lined up yet because you're not.
I love the music on this.
Third layer. You can start to see it come together. Fourth layer.
Here it comes.
And then that one and this one. You ready?
When you line it up from the front, it really looks epic, especially in person. It's amazing. And here it is. It's such a cool thing, and that painting doesn't even exist anymore because immediately after this, we scraped it all. Oh my gosh. Justin, what did you do? Now, here's an interesting thing about these opening shots. People just want to see me destroy my house. I'm happy to because I love the art that comes out of it. This was an idea I had for a long time because they sell these night lights that look like a Hulk fist. But I didn't just want my Hulk fist on the wall. I wanted it coming out of the wall. And there it is. Look at my daughter, how excited she is right here. First we got to put in the white of the eyes. That's right. We are done. Gonna look. This was actually the hardest part. I took a turkey cutter. No, it's not a real saw. It's something to cut turkey. I sawed in a little bit more, and
Whoa. That looks awesome.
and the nightlight looks so cool. My daughter loves it. That's sitting upstairs, and so is this one. What is with sticking a sword in a wall? Well, that is important. That little slit is going to be important for it. I don't know if you saw it. It happened pretty quick. There's a fake hand on that sword. I love these videos because they're edited to the music. Like, listen. Perfect. Okay, so now we get the final highlights on this. This was cool because it was an original design I did off of the movie poster, but check this out. Done. This is going to protect our painting while we do a little bit of cleanup. So we clean up around it, and there's this fake hand thing that can go in, and that sword was given to me by my dad. He gave it to me when I became a man, based off of a book called Raising a Modern Day Knight. And now when I peel this off, now I get to display the sword in a really cool way. So my buddy has a gym, and he's like, hey, you're doing all these cool paintings. I want something in my gym. So this is an epic, this is the guy that you'd want sitting above you while you're bench pressing. You can probably guess who it is. I think he's the second greatest at this game, the first greatest being Sylvester Stallone. That's my favorite, but of course, you got to have the Terminator in here. Now, the cool thing about this is how it pops at the end. You're going to see this is an easy technique that you can do. So first of all, we can't have them floating in the air. We got to have them standing on a floor. That's what the tape is for. But this is where you get to have them do this cool pop. You put a cover on it, and you throw some paint until you get this.
This guy, except maybe sliced alone. But
boom. He's a beast, my man. Look at that. Now, this one was the biggest one I had done at this point. It was for my daughter's bedroom. See if you can guess who is going to be. Like that one? Whose color scheme is that? So this one was fun because the reason it's so interesting is you get to see the colors just one at a time and start to make guesses. Like that color right there, I can think of what
come together in some of their iconic silhouettes.
See, you can, like I said, iconic silhouette. You got all the colors of the Disney princesses, maybe some red hair to a certain mermaid. This lived above my daughter's bed for a year, and then we painted over it, and we put a different Disney princess up there. Watch how cool this looks.
1, 2, 3.
Of those princesses. It was really fun to do, and my daughters really loved every single one. So, in addition, that's my daughter Haven. She is 5 years old at that time. We got her a cool leather jacket, and she's like, Daddy, can we customize it with something? Well, at the time, she was obsessed with these two girls. What two girls is that? I think most of you are probably guessing, but you're going to get it from... Yes, now we can see Elsa, Anna. So my firstborn daughter, she loves Elsa. My secondborn daughter loves Anna.
My name's Haven.
Yes, this is Haven.
And the black outline is always the hardest one because if it bleeds, then it ends up ruining the rest of the jacket. But check out how cool this jacket looks. It's a little funky. It's definitely, pretty crazy in it.
It's very cool. It's all over the...
People get on me because they're like, hey, why don't you do more cleanup? Well, sometimes you want it to be messy, like this one. Spray paint on a credit card, throw it into the machine, and we got to get some money on the machine just to tell people exactly what it is. This is an ATM outside my house. Don't ask me why I have an ATM at my house, but I do. Check this out.
Last one.
Is there anybody more iconic to put on an ATM than these two guys? Mr. Monopoly and...
Those lines cleaned up. Done. Take that card out.
What are you doing with the credit card?
This. Ready? Listen. Or this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
the DuckTales
that
theme
was
song.
really hard to figure out. That was DuckTales. Can we just give some credit to Scrooge McDuck and the DuckTales theme song? Kid from the 90s, absolutely. Oh, the ATM was unlocked. It's not supposed to be unlocked. This cactus is still living in my backyard. The spray paint did not kill it. The cool thing is when you can build a painting into something else so it ends up 3D or a part of real life. So my daughter and I were out looking at different plants that we were going to put in the backyard, and I saw this cactus, and I thought, that's Marge Simpson's hair. But a smoke bomb is how we do this one. The cool thing is smoke will stain anything, so you can actually use smoke to paint. Look at how cool that smoke is looking, billowing on there. So the final black outline on this spray paint art wasn't painted with spray paint. It was painted with
Okay, you ready
smoke.
to see this thing?
Yeah.
Get to an angle where it will all kind of line up. There
Look at that. I need an even bigger cactus, but from the right angle, it looks pretty amazing.
Great.
It's not bad, Homer.
Oh, that's my little impression of Marge Simpson. All right, let's visit the holidays just for a second, because this is the most iconic holiday movie, in my opinion. This is the one I love. There's one other one I love, and you'll see it in a second. But first, this guy. I wonder how long it takes people to start to see it coming together. Obviously, by now, I think we know it is our beloved, our favorite, Macaulay Culkin. Man, I wanted to be this kid when I was a kid. Like, I was just a few years younger than him, and Home Alone was the coolest. Really, a lot of the videos I'm doing now are building little Home Alone pranks in my house. So what was really fun about this is the puzzle is not all glued together. It really is still in pieces. In fact, the puzzle fell apart immediately after we did this. Oh,
No, God.
this is my daughter's painting on, this is my parents' wood floor. They had so much fun painting on the wood floor. We did have to paint over their mess, but I wanted to create a welcome mat because my family is big fans of vintage Disney. Listen to this. Come on, it feels like the opening credits of some Disney VHS.
All right, we have our new welcome mat. I'm going to show you right now.
Now, I didn't just want to do the Disney mat. Check this out. We get silhouettes of every Mickey, and this goes all the way through the wood floors, all the way to the kitchen. One of them even gets to be a Minnie Mouse.
Do you know what this is? This is the Disneyland. That's right.
That's Holly. She loved this. Check out.
Oh my
I
god.
changed it so it says, "Welcome, darlings." I needed it a W and a D, obviously. That's the iconic thing. What is this? What are you doing here? Okay, so Vaseline on the toilet. If we remember from earlier, there's a very particular reason for Vaseline on the toilet. Oops, she was brunette, and now she's blonde. Is she going to stay blonde or brunette? And who is it? Who are we doing? Oh, this is looking cool. I love pop art, and pop art is a big part of spray paint art. But I thought, what if someone was looking at you as men, you were using the toilet?
Just really fast. Before we painted anything, I took petroleum jelly. And the paint.
It is amazing. It just comes right off.
Great. Only one person watching me at a time. So you gotta.
Oh my god.
It's a really weird thing to have that watching you while you use the bathroom. It's a real thing. Now, this is a while ago because this is my daughter in her crib. Okay, so she's 4 now. This is when she was still in a crib. But check this out. I knew, so both my daughters actually really love superheroes. And I think that's awesome. I don't make them play with just Barbies. If they want to play with a Spider-Man doll, my daughter Holly, this is her crib, Spider-Man and Superman. She had 2 dolls. She carried them around everywhere. So I did this painting to highlight Spider-Man. But why am I doing this weird thing outside of the thing and putting glue dots? So these are glue dots that can just roll right there. And then you can stick whatever you want in the pathway that you're rolling. So check this out. iPhone cable. This is a mini iPod, mini iPad, I should say. So for her to chill in her crib and watch movies, this is fully powered all the time, and it looks like Spider-Man is swinging from a web, which is actually the charging cable to her iPad, the device.
There's adhesive on
Look
the
at
back
this.
of this, so it can stick to the wall.
Dressed as a Batman clown in that
Ready
thing.
to see this thing?
Yes, show us. Come on. Boom.
Look at him and get a good wide
Now,
shot.
here's the important thing I want you to see. You can do this not just on your wall, but also on your car. This is my car. This is actually the car I've had for the last 15 years. How long have I had this car? 16? 7? It's been a long time. Okay, this is my car since I was 21 years old. And I don't do the math on that. I'm like 25, I promise. Now, check this out. All right, now we can see who it is. Tupac, West Coast. I'm just kidding. I knew that. Now, the cool thing on this one was to put stripes so that the bleed of the overspray would create this cool striped effect behind the painting. I think it turned out.
So pull it down. Pull it down. Look at that. Look at that.
This was fun to drive around the car with this on the back of the car. Luckily, I live on the West Coast, so I didn't have a whole lot to worry about. Now, this one, okay, you have got to see what happens with this. A crazy magic trick happens that you got to see. Actually, 2 instant moments of radical change. So I'm going to go through a crazy change, and my daughter will. They love Aladdin, obviously. So this is our magic carpet, but check this out. This was really hard to do, and it turned out so amazing.
You know what Daddy's going to do? Watch. Here it goes.
Okay, blue t-shirt, Daddy, and
3.
wow! That change looks so good.
It's your turn.
It's Haven's turn.
You want to be Jafar? Bring me the lamp.
Scared her a little bit there. No, she doesn't want to be Jafar. She wants to be Jasmine. Check this out. She's got her sweats. She's got the lamp.
You ready?
All right, Haven, do it.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2.
That's amazing. That looks incredible. Look, I don't do magic as often as I used to. I am a former magician. Now I'm doing a lot more spray paint art and silly social media videos, but I was thrilled with how that magic trick looked. And now here's the flying carpet. Not just the original design. Look at that. Aladdin, Jasmine. Oh, that was really, really fun. Now, my buddy's got a barber shop. So I took my wife in there, and I was like, okay, let's do your hair, but also let's do your bib. The music on this is my favorite. Is. So obviously this is a classic scene from Looney Tunes. Why do I love the music? Well, this is the song that they used in the Looney Tunes cartoon, which was really fun. And we still have the bib. I can't believe my wife let me cut at her hair like that. But the final piece. Oh, that's fun.
Cartoon scene. Elmer Fudd.
This was just a fun experiment. There's a lot of overspray, but it did still turn out really cool. Now, I love this image. This is the classic image that really supports our American military. But look at what's happening with this painting. I'm painting it backwards. Check this out. It's a piece of glass, so
The layers on this side.
Yep, I'm explaining it right now. I'm actually painting layer by layer, so slowly we're covering up every piece. But from the other side, you can see it. So look, it looks like I'm destroying the whole thing and painting over everything. But actually, so there. Now it's just one solid color. But if you look at it from the other side, it's an amazing painting. Check this out.
It's totally.
Show me.
Turn it around. Wow! And I actually did a piece of painting like that on plexiglass. 6 different paintings that are living at USO centers on military bases in Europe. I got to do a tour with them, and it was absolutely incredible to get to see the servicemen who are serving the United States and give them some paintings. But this was a creative idea that I thought, what if I painted on a mirror and I didn't paint a reflective part to really make it shine? So what is a shiny, cool thing that should be reflective? I think the Eiffel Tower, because when they do that New Year's thing, it all goes off with lights and everything. I've never been, haven't seen it, but
Be reflective.
now I paint over the whole mirror except for the Eiffel Tower. That way, when you pull everything off,
Perfect.
With our Eiffel Tower up top.
oh, that looks so cool.
That. Look at that.
So this is hanging in my sister-in-law's room now. It is a really, really cool piece the way it is. Okay, Justin, stop destroying your kitchen countertops. That's what people keep saying. But I can't help it. This one is old school. Maybe you kids don't know what this is. Archie Comics. Or maybe you do, because I think the CW started doing a new sitcom for this particular character. Betty, Veronica, Archie. And there's a real use to why I'm ripping apart this thing. It's really hard to cut into granite. It takes like this.
Look at that crack all the way down.
So if you go to like a Cold Stone Creamery or something like that, you can make, on cold granite, you can make the ice cream. That's what this is for. Mixing ice cream right on top of your granite countertop. And I liked Betty and Veronica and Archie doing it at a malt shop. It was like 100 pounds. Look at all of that money. Okay. A couple things about this. First of all, if you're going to paint on money, don't. Really, actually, that is movie money. But again, this is just one of my favorite Disney characters. I love Scrooge McDuck. I liked him in Christmas Carol as Scrooge, and I love him in DuckTales and all of this. So I thought, okay, we need Scrooge, and what are we going to paint Scrooge on? Money. So, final layer really makes him pop, but you can actually see all of the hundreds through the coins and stuff that he's standing on. Check it out.
Okay, this is where it looks really good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got it framed, put it up there. That ended up really cool. But don't do that to Santa. What are you doing to Santa? No. Oh, Santa's covered up. Well, there's got to be some reason that you're painting over Santa. Is it... Who's this guy? It's just the other best Christmas movie in modern day, okay? If we're going best Christmas movie, we have to go It's a Wonderful Life, personally. I like both Miracle on 34th Street, old and new. But if we're going modern day, then you get, Home Alone or this guy. Can you guess who it is? Surely you can see by now.
Yelling out Santa Claus. So we took an old painting of Santa Claus.
This ended up kind of cool because it ended up that Will Ferrell's character, Elf, kind of lined up with the Santa hat. It made a really cool abstract thing in the background. Oh, that looks amazing. Every Christmas, this hangs up above the fireplace. And great. Those are some of my favorite paintings, but the truth is I've got hundreds more paintings for you. So this is just the first of some of the biggest hits that you guys have seen, but we've got some even bigger hits to highlight in a couple weeks' time or next week or whenever we end up doing another one of these. You tell me in the comments when you want another one, and I'll give it to you. And if you're just finding this feed, if you're just seeing this because you're watching on TV and this popped up on your news feed, hit subscribe because I'm just highlighting all the stuff from the best YouTube shorts, TikToks, Facebook Reels, all of that, combining them here so that we can sit, watch them together. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.